Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is your seasonal challenge guide to help you unlock these two new animated Prestige Master calling cards. There's 4 multiplayer challenges that I found difficult and cryptic in Season 5, but in Zombies I have tips and clarifications for 8 of the challenges, and at least one of which I guarantee will blow your mind. If you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, make sure you hit that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, comment what level you are in COD as of watching this video. I'm curious to see what level everyone is throughout the season. Let's start with the Zombies challenges, followed by the multiplayer challenges. Tormented requires you to get kills with Tormentor explosions. First, know that insta-kill does not apply for Tormentor explosions. It's something that popped into mind. I tried it. It doesn't work out like that. The easiest and cheesiest way to go about this is wait for Tormentor rounds on Mauer Der Toten. You can actually jump up on top of the trials machines and the Tormentors can't hit you and they won't explode and they can't throw their flesh, so you're completely safe here. You can wait here and let all the Tormentors spawn in and surround you. You shoot one to brain rot them and then boom, it doesn't get any easier than that. Outside of Tormentor rounds, you can try the Tesla Storm method. You want to train zombies around and then activate your Tesla Storm to get all these zombies' health down to about half or less. Brain rot a Tormentor and then you know the rest from there. It's not the most consistent way, but doing everything we just went over should have you at 50 enemy kills in no time. Did It Crack asks you to survive a fall of 60 meters without using a parachute or a jump pad in Outbreak. First thing you'll need is tier 2 stamina up so you don't pancake while attempting to do this, and there's 3 different ways you can go about this. On Ruka, if you go to the satellite tower and ping the top of it, you'll realize that it is 60 meters from the ground. If you get yourself a grapple gun with multiple charges, you can do a little blackout battle royale strat where you'll grapple as high as you can, and then you can chain another grapple to go even higher, and eventually fling yourself past the top of the satellite, and then you can land on the ground and you're all done with the challenge. If the grapple strat is too hard for you, I believe you can also take a jump pad to land on top of the tower and then jump off the tower and that should work. Or you can try the other 2 options. On Duga, you can go to the top of the satellite array. I don't think the platform is exactly 60 meters up, so I'd recommend jumping on the ledge before taking the leap. And the last way is to use the ether portals that you can find on all the Outbreak regions. Some of these portals work, some of them will send you too high and force you to use your parachute. It's not the most consistent way, but it is an option if you are nearby one. On the topic of height Impaired asks you to get 250 elims from a lower elevation of 5 meters or more. By far the easiest way to do this is to load up Mauer Der Toten, get yourself the Shatter Blast mod on a weapon, and then you can zip up to the top of the Wonder Fizz ledge or the ledge opposite, let the zombies pile up, and then jump down and shoot the horde and take out dozens of zombies at a time. You need to stun 15 disciples for too hot to handle. This is pretty self-explanatory, but a pretty good tip to complete this in like a minute or 2 is to get a plain old normal gun that doesn't deal much damage or have an alternate ammo type and make sure you don't have the elemental pop perk equipped. Then you should be able to farm the 15 stuns easy peasy. For Bloodlust, you need to kill 20 enemies rapidly with a melee weapon 5 times. May sound a little bit intimidating at first, but all you need to do is load up into a mode with a melee weapon, equip the Shatter Blast ammo mod, and then train up a big horde of zombies, smack them, and then rinse and repeat. Jackalope is kind of similar to Bloodlust. You need to get 20 kills without getting hit during Outbreak objectives. Just to be clear, not events. Objectives are the star icons on the map, and there's only 1 objective per level. Any round higher than 5 is pretty hard to do this in because zombies start moving pretty quickly, but all you need to do is upgrade a good gun as much as possible before starting the objective in each level. Support streaks work with this to make it easier. Frenzy Guard is also a great field upgrade to use if you need to slow down zombies if things get too hectic, but just keep your distance and make sure you're killing as many zombies as possible during objectives. The Megadeath challenge asks you to get kills with the brand new Cerberus Wonder weapon. You can get this from the box on Mauer Der Toten or as a trials reward. You can also get a guaranteed Cerberus for free by doing a little Easter egg that I'll speed run you through real quick just for time. So you have to build Klaus by digging for the satellite dish in the death strip, getting a battery from the Panzer, and then turning a brain rot zombie in front of the door in hotel room 305 to get Klaus's hands. Should then be able to activate Klaus in the subway and command him in front of the locker switch in the control room that's next to Mule Kick to get the black light. You can use this black light to find the padlock combination. Your first number is in the garment factory, second number is in the service passage, and the third number is in the grocery store. You just shine the black light along the walls until you run across a set of numbers. Lastly, you enter those numbers in order in the safe that is in that brain rot hotel room, and voila, you got yourself a free Cerberus. Lastly, the Limbo challenge asks you to stay in the death strip for 5 consecutive rounds in Mauer Der Toten. This isn't really hard, but I didn't know where the death strip was myself. If you're in the same boat, it is the no man's land areas that have the watchtowers on either side of the Pack-a-Punch. Moving on to the multiplayer challenges. First up is Data Breach, where you have to use the Spycraft or Spotter Perk to get 75 kills, assists, destructions, or interceptions with hacked field upgrades. I have tips to do this in Cold War, but if you have Modern Warfare, just play Modern Warfare, because believe it or not, if you have the Spotter Perk on and you use a trophy system, your own trophy system counts towards this challenge. I don't know why, but it works. If you're looking to actually hack stuff, I also would recommend to play Modern Warfare because there seems to be way more trophies around in that game, especially with the shipment playlist. I haven't tested Warzone either, but I wouldn't be surprised if your own trophy systems counted in that mode too. If you only have Cold War, your best bet is to play some Face-Off, Nuketown, or Hardpoint. You're more likely to run into trophy systems and other field upgrades to hack in these playlists. And also equip the Engineer perk in addition to the Spycraft perk so you can see the enemy equipment through walls and hack every single thing that you can. Pull out your sniper rifles for the top marksman challenge. If you're struggling with this, I definitely would recommend playing modes that have frequent snipers in them. Definitely look out for the snipers only playlist. I know Cold War has snipers only TDM and like gunfight snipers, which is what I played to do this challenge. I believe Modern Warfare also has snipers only playlists. But in these playlists, you just don't have to like find snipers to actually shoot and like time out your shots. You can just play and get progress on this challenge easily. You'll also run into a lot of snipers in the Combined Arms playlist in Cold War, and the payload mode in Warzone, if that is around, is guaranteed to have a lot of snipers in them as well. Dead Drop is a bit of a doozy of a challenge. The easiest way to do this is to forget standard multiplayer and jump into the Fire Team Mosh Pit in Cold War or in Plunder in Warzone. The reason is because these modes have parachutes, so you can pick a target, descend on your target, and then kill them and repeat that 10 times. I don't know if you have to be point blank for this challenge to count or if you need to kill the enemy really quickly, but I found that melee weapons work best when going for this because you can kill the enemy in 1 or 2 hits. I found that regular guns aren't as consistent because I think they take longer to kill and maybe you have to be close up with them, but definitely the way to go about this is to parachute down an enemy and just whack them in the back a couple times with a melee weapon. You have the most control over this than trying to like jump off the ledge in Nuketown or whatever else you can think of. That brings us to Clutch Performer, where you have to win a gunfight or gulag fight 25 times. This challenge is pretty straightforward, but a warning to everyone watching this, get this done ASAP. You see in a moment, this is the only challenge I haven't completed this season. Usually I try to do all the challenges before I actually record this video, but this challenge is completely off the table the week I'm recording this video. There's no gunfight in Cold War. Neither of the 4 modes in Warzone this week have an active gulag. And I've tried the Modern Warfare gunfight, but it doesn't seem to work. I've played like half a dozen games of that and none of them counted. This is a complete oversight on all the Call of Duty developers. And I would hate for someone to be like holding off on this challenge and they run into the same situation on the last week of the season and then they can't complete it. I know the week this video is going live, there will be a gunfight tournament in Cold War, so grind out this challenge now if you can. And if you're struggling in gunfight and need some tips, check out my gunfight video. That might help you out there. It's one of my favorite videos I made this year for Cold War. Here's a quick look at all 40 Season 5 challenges. Remember, you can complete these after Season 5 is finished as long as you have these challenges unlocked. You won't be able to unlock locked ones, so make sure you reach level 200 by the end of the season so you can at least go back to them later if you don't have the time to complete them now. Same thing applies to season 1 through 4 Prestige Master challenges. You can go back and complete those still. If you need help with either of those challenges, I've done videos similar to this one that you can go check out. I'll have those linked in the cards in the description and on the screen right now, but don't forget to hit that like button before leaving this video. Again, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel directly, there's some links down below in the description that you can check out. Peace.